had his own philosophies. My dad was all about maximum risk. That's all he was about. My dad would go to the park, hustle money out of the people in the park, get enough to go to the tournament, win 10 G's at a chess tournament, the only money he had in the world, and walk straight to the casino. With that money he won? Yeah. And he's like, look, I want 50 grand or we're broke. My father's attitude towards life is something I've also adopted, because I've even said it myself. I either want to be filthy rich or flat broke. I said to my brother when we had no money, let's just move to Thailand. Let's just move to Thailand and fight and just live on $50 a day, run around the beach and have our time back. Like, what are we slaving away a job? Hey, right? I either have to feel like I'm gonna make it or just quit now. It's all or nothing.
I didn't eat one bite of food yesterday. Not one! And I feel great. It's just the way it happened to be. I even told myself previously, because I had some cold chicken in the fridge, I was like, hey man, just eat a couple drumsticks real quick before you go to work, brother. I started this new job, and it's $10 an hour! Fuck you! It's funny how everything happens, bro. I read a newsletter the same day. I'm pretty sure I took a screenshot of it. That said, the philosophy of 3 bricklayers. And one was like, I'm just doing my job. The second one's like, yes, I'm building a wall. And then the third one was like, I'm building a cathedral. It's like the story, whether it's true or not, of JFK walking through NASA and he sees a janitor. He's like, what are you doing? And he says, I'm helping get a man to the moon. Coming from a man who has not been consistent at a job. All right? I'm working somewhere. It's on the south side, but I was working for another job doing construction, and I had to leave at 5:15 a.m., and I made it to that job. And here I am, and the job starts 8 or 9 a.m., and it would take me 2 hours to take the bus to get to that construction job. And it takes me 1 hour to get to this job in this warehouse. And so while I'm working, I'm like, yeah, the pay isn't all that, but hey, we're keeping the money flowing. You understand? If you want other conditions, that's fine. We can do that shit. But I'm totally prepared to lock the fuck in. Fuck this bitch. I'm not going to be talking to nobody. I'm not going to hang out with friends. I'm not going to talk to my pops, my family, nobody, bro. Because I'm also getting out of this mind state of every time I tell people how I'm doing, oh, I've been hitting the gym every day, I start to fuck up. Every time I start going to work and I tell somebody, oh, I've been working here, start to fuck up. Now, I don't know why. It's a mental fucking shit. It's a hack that I gotta get over. But if I have to go completely ghost without talking to nobody, so fucking be it. I even feel that danger telling this bitch that I fucking got a job. But fuck it. Because, bro, she got a text message or whatever, and she's like, oh, I'm going to take 2 hours of my friend's shift. She's like, I'm taking my dog to work. Okay, likely story. But I don't give a fuck. Because she's over here acting cute again. And I already told you yesterday, I know why. Because she wanted to fuck around with some other nigga and he rejected her. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? You need to be worried about yourself, brother. Straight the fuck up. You're so worried about these bitches. You're worried about the wrong fucking thing, bro. That's why You've been fucking with this bitch for 4 years, bro, and you're 29, dog. You're gonna turn 30 years old in 4 months. Wow, that's just settling in. I'm about to be 30 years old. And 90% of these women, hell, even 99% of these women are corrupt. You're corrupt. I'm corrupt, bro, because I'm saturated in this environment. I was a good kid coming up in high school. Like, my friends would ask me questions because they always knew, oh, you know, you're that Christian type. I know you read your Bible. You're in this area. But I allowed the culture to change me. But I'm different. Always have been different. Gee, hell, I'm 6'4". I'm always fucking different. I can't even be ordinary even if I fucking try. Walk in the building, motherfuckers see me. You know, not to get cocky, because I am not that. If anything, I've been the opposite, been a total hater of myself. But learn to love yourself and have grace with yourself is my main thing, because my negative talk has been so bad. And lately, that shit's been evolving, because I've been thinking, like, like, no disrespect, but fuck everybody, fuck this girl, fuck everything. Like, we gotta make it happen. Right? We have our goal. It's written down in paper. All right? Bob Proctor says, write it down, put it in your pocket, definite chief aim. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I got it here in my wallet, and it extends a little bit. Every time I grab my wallet, I touch the paper. So write down definite. What do you want specifically? Put that piece of paper in your pocket. So every time your hand goes in your pocket, you touch that paper, you're going to think about it. Because Earl Nightingale, you are what you think about. If you hear a lie long enough, you will start to believe it. And the despair, the darkness that's been in my mind for the last 6 years, 8 years, bro. The type of shit that I developed around 2019, the way I would talk to myself, bro. And the way I just called myself names over and over. And shit that isn't true. But I called myself that over and over and over again for going on 6 years, bro. And to hear that quote that if you hear a lie long enough, you will start to believe it. So I'm thinking subconsciously the type of shit that the seed that I have planted over 5+ years, bro, of me calling myself names and specific things that I don't want to reiterate. I'm like, dang, bro. And I'm still struggling to change my behavior. The last couple of days, I was up. But today, I started to get down. Why? Hell. I didn't wake up and go to the gym. Made excuses. Oh, but it's the last of my money. It's only $1 to sign up, and you're working, so you'll have money next week. You didn't move in faith. And how is it that you think coincidentally things line up in my journal a year ago today? Well, this one's over now. I got to look at the new one. But things line up to when the videos that I'm editing, bro, every day, it's like I'm addressing something in the video that is the topic of the day. Like the last one. It's the last, I lost control. I think I was supposed to go to the gym at 5 a.m. And that's when I started crashing. That's when I started failing, getting unfocused. And then today, yesterday I woke up at 4 a.m., bro. I didn't have to be at work till 8. But I followed my procedure. I felt great. I did my push-ups in the morning. I did my content creation setup. I did my whole little fucking routine or whatever. I felt great. Went to work because Excuse me. I was going to go to the gym, bro. Because, hell, I have enough time. If I have to be to work at like 8 a.m., I was like, shit. I was taking the bus at 5:15 to go to this job, so it was just in my mind, just catch the bus anyway, go to the fucking gym at 5. And now my schedule is I go in at 9 a.m. So it's like, you really can go to the gym at 5 a.m. Like, you can. You fucking can. You have no excuses. You need to start your day vicious. On attack mode. You're a young man. While you still got it, you need to build something. I've gone all these years, bro, without building something substantial. Why? Because I've known since I was 13 that I'm too wary. Like if I'm under the influence of some friends or even a bitch, a female who's unhealthy mentally and physically, and you let these people weigh you this way, that way, because you don't have the balls to say, hey, I don't do that. I don't want no part of that. Sorry, gotta go. I don't drink alcohol. Gotta wake up at 5 a.m., hit the fucking gym. Shit like that. That's just an example. But anything, bro, no. I don't do that. Don't do that. I cannot accept that. Goodbye. If you have to go live out in the streets, because even the Bible says that a corner of the housetop is better than living in a home with a quarrelsome wife. You've known this since a teenager. You know the truth. But you tell me the last 3 or 4 years, bro, I've been studying. I've kept these journals. I've been learning. But now it is the initiation, and you know that. That's why you had your anxiety attack, because you know it's time for action. The time for reading and studying and all this bullshit is over. You have 4 years worth of this shit. Motherfuckers think, well, what has he been doing all day? Oh my God. It's like, motherfucker, I've been doing more than you. I've been learning. But now you're stagnant. All that learning for nothing, because it's not an education problem, it's an application problem, right? Because I look at everybody crazy because they're in this synchronicity, this system, this bullshit, right? And I see more and more how money's bullshit, which I've known all along, but you have to play the game until you can hop out of it. You can't just say, oh, you cannot be woke and broke. Oh, like, well, the system's bullshit. You're complaining and staying the same. You cannot complain about it. We make some fucking moves. That's why Andrew Tate is right. You are supposed to hit these upper echelons. So at least you can do these moves to get you the fuck out of the situation. You can't forfeit and say game's over. I guess, we lose, and the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, they all, we're fucked anyway. Fuck that! At least you could do something to you see a revolution happening or something happening, but you already realize that with the news coming up and all the shit that I see, that money is bullshit, and I've been telling people this for years now. Like, okay, now we see numbers on a screen. When's the last time you picked up a paycheck? I mean, there's probably a few in between that do, but I'm saying we're being hypnotized into assessing money with numbers on a screen. You don't even see that shit anymore. We barely even handle cash, Like, all our shit pops up on a screen, and we believe that has value, so we're satisfied for the 40 hours of work that we just put in. But I'm so, in my head all the time that I've known the truth for years. For 10 plus years, I'm so ahead of my fucking time. But you're just gonna let the shit just go away? No, you need to take that to an advantage and do something with it. You can't just know the truth and just let the shit slip on by. And I swear I'm part of the 1% already, bro, if it's just in the mind. But hell, I met a fucking homeless man at the park, and he was smart too, spitting all this shit. And I'm like, damn, he's smart. But even I, the accepting, empathetic person that I am, I'm thinking in my brain while he's talking, I'm like, damn, this is very knowledgeable, bro, but damn, you're homeless. How much information can I really take from you? And I know that that's how people are starting to view me. My reputation has been in this way, but I know also leading up to this point, it's so that every single these motherfuckers can question me and I can see how they react to it, because if I saw somebody in my position, I probably wouldn't treat them the way that they treat me, but they just don't understand. But also, it is not acceptable. Because no matter how you cut it, bro, the knowledge or whatever, the system that you are born into requires you, yes, you're just a number. You have a social security number. You're just a number, but it's the system you're fucking born into. Right? You weren't born in a tribe with Indians and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So your system is different. It's monetization. It's a capital world. It's just the way it fucking works. You went to school knowing that it was a fucked up system. That's what kind of made me rebellious anyway. But you still had to go to school. So that's the system that we live in, bro. You have to go to work. And in fact, you have to do better, want better for yourself. You know, because all this shit talking don't mean shit, bro. It really don't mean shit if you don't have a way out of this shit. All the knowledge in the world, but no application. That's a problem. Like Bob Proctor says, the superior knowledge with zero results leads to confusion. And I like the way he puts it. I gotta find it. But it's like, your anxiety is gonna turn to depression. Like, oh man, I gotta find it. But it's like, and it's frequency too, man. It's like, snap out of it. Like, yesterday was my first day at work. God bless, bro. Because I stuck to my system. I stuck to my shit. I have events that pop up, and I'm supposed to be studying right now, but I'm questioning, oh, should I switch up? But I already know. No, I told you not to switch up. We do that shit later, because I want to learn Spanish too. But I told myself, fuck that. We're studying math right now, and I just started this journal. I just started it, brand new, right? Math. And I'm like, oh, well, everyone at work speaks Spanish. I'm like, no, fuck that. This is America. They should learn your language, motherfucker. Yes, it will be an advantage to you, but you should just pick up small little terms that they talk. You'll pick up on it. But you fill up this fucking journal, then you get another journal dedicated straight for the Spanish. Then you get another journal dedicated straight to mechanics or whatever the fuck you're going to study, physiology, whatever the fuck. I've been telling myself to study Spanish for 10 plus years and haven't done it. I've been telling myself to pick up on the math for some years, bro. But I wanted to switch it up and be like, oh, I'm going to study some Spanish here, some math here. I'm going to study some physiology here. No, you're going to spread yourself too fucking thin. God bless. We're going to do all of that. But you hit this math until you fill this fucking journal up. Then you move on to the next subject. We're going to make it, bro. I'm working in a bakery warehouse. We were putting out these pies, like hundreds of pies, bro. We're dishing out all these pies, bro. And I'm in packaging. So I had to put them in the boxes like this. I just ate 2 right now like a fat ass. But I'm working in